Hello YouTube family and welcome back to my channel for another unboxing, review and test. In today's video I have this Hcalory TB2S diesel heater toolbox because it looks like a toolbox. I like the design. These units are popular among van lifers, truckers and winter campers as they provide powerful, fuel-efficient heating without the need for complex installation. It has a rated power 8 kilowatts and dual power options 12 volt and 24 volts or 110 and 220 volts. It has automatic start-stop, altitude mode and app control functions. It's a long video, but stick with me and you will find out everything you need to know before buying. Now, let me start with the accessories. Some screws. This is the exhaust silencer. Of course, I will show you how you can connect all these accessories. We have two brackets with screws. The air filter, it is plastic. The exhaust pipe, adjustable. With a length 80 centimeter. I like that. The intake pipe, and this one it is adjustable. 80 centimeter. This is the highest adjustment. The air outlet pipe, again it is adjustable. Nice. The vents, and you can adjust at the front, rotate, that you can connect it here. Fixture accessory set with a fuel filter. It is to connect the air outlet pipe, the intake pipe, the filter together with the vents. We have two cables. This cable it is to connect 12 or 24 volts. If you don't want to use the 110 or 220 volts. Let's check on the length. We've got 2 meters, very convenient. I like it. And this one, it is for the control panel. You can remove the control panel. The length it is 1.5 meters. I will show you later. And we have in the power adapter, cable length 125 centimeter and another 50 centimeter from the power output. And this one is rated output 13 volt 10 amps, input 180 to 260 volts. Depending your country, you will buy and the adapter, the power adapter. And of course we have and the manuals. That's all about. So let's move on at the main unit. Here you can connect the power adapter to 20 volt, or you can connect the 12-24 volt cable. Here it is the inlet for the air. You can connect this pipe, ventilation, the controller. I will show you how it works, of course. I like the design. Looks amazing. The exhaust output for the pipe. Connect that here. And the hot air output for connecting this huge pipe. And why it is a toolbox? So just pull this and reveal inside how it looks. By the first look we can see the huge 6-liter fuel tank, the cover, ceilings around, and here I can install and the filter for the fuel. And inside here we can see it is the wireless remote control with display. I like that. I will show you how it works. And we have the cables. This is the cable for the controller at the front. Press this plastic, remove, and then I can use the extension cable. Connect that here. And the other end here. Nice. And now I can remove the controller. It has a zip tie. Perfect. There it is. Of course, to remove the controller, I need to remove these 2 screws. I think only the 1 screw, yep. Unplug again. Perfect. And then unplug the extension cable and pass it through this hole. Perfect. Connect it again. And then connect the extension cable with a controller. There it is. So easy. Installing the screw here for the base of the remote control. And now you don't need to have the controller near the device. You can have it 1.5 meters away from the device. I like it. And again, if you want to have it at the device, just install it here. Whenever you want, you can pull it and have it far away. And here we have 1 fuse. If anything happened, remove the cover and replace the fuse. 20 amps. We can see in the hose green color for the fuel. And here, of course, at this compartment, it is the engine. Nice. It feels a robust unit. I like it. Now I will install this bracket with these 2 screws here. The intake pipe. That's why it is the adapter. And then install the air filter. Perfect. If you want, you can use this metal clamp here, but it is very tight. I don't think so. You need to use it. And the exhaust pipe with that metal clamp. Perfect. And next it is the exhaust silencer. We have 1 screw hole here for mounting. And the air outlet pipe with a metal clamp. and you can adjust. And at the other end you can install this vent with a metal clamp. You can pull and remove the front cover. We have screw holes for permanently mounting. Later that. And here we have a second adapter, another one, metal clamp, screws. Depending where you will install this heater, you can use all these adapters and screws. And we need fuel. We can see the transparent tank. And it is on. We can see some information, P13 volts, the time. To turn it on, press and hold the on-off button. It is on. Right now it is on manual mode operation. You can increase from H1, the lowest, to H10, the maximum. We can see the icon N for the pump. This is the first time, so it needs a few minutes. We can see the icon N for the plug, the second icon. Now it starts working, I can hear the sound. If you want, you can switch from the manual mode to constant mode by pressing this button. Set to 16 degrees Celsius. You can adjust that. 26. With the OK button, you can see other data. Volts, room 23 degrees Celsius. And the clock, the timer, you can adjust. Set to 26 degrees Celsius. And again, you can adjust. Then again, by pressing the setting button for 2 seconds, you can go at manual mode. Increase and decreasing. Constant mode. This is Celsius. If you want to go to Fahrenheit, press and hold the on-off button and the up button together for 2 seconds. Fahrenheit. Celsius. Manual mode. Press and hold the OK button and the setting button. You can deactivate the altitude mode. The panel automatically adjusts the combustion rate of optimized performance up to 5.5 km and displays the altitude in real time. There is no need for manual setup, making it ideal for mountain trips and high altitude camping. I like the graphics here. Amazing. After a few minutes it will switch off. Press again to turn on the display. And of course you can switch it off, press and hold the on-off button. Off. If you want to switch it on again, you need to wait a few minutes to complete the switch off process. After finishing the process, you can go at ventilation operation, press and hold the setting button. We can see in the icon for the fan, and you can adjust the ventilation operation from A1 to A10. Without heating the room. And off, press and hold the setting button. Back again. Now I would like to try it from the app. It is the easiest way to control this unit. There is in the app, Hcalory, add a device, 5806. Connect it, so easy. Blow wind, so easy to adjust, again. No need to touch the control panel. We can see the informations, volts, height, body temperature, and ambient temp. Disable, heating, confirm, and again you can adjust. Maximum. Makes it so easy from the app. Just use the app. Mode change, it is on year, temp. And you can adjust the temperature. From 0 maximum 40. And you can enable the auto start stop or disable. The altitude or enable. Instantly you can see all the informations at the display of the controller. You can even disconnect the Bluetooth. Moving on at the settings, CO warning, you can adjust that. Visual alert 350 ppm, turn off heater at 500 ppm. Bluetooth password you can add, unit switch, Celsius or Fahrenheit again, feet or meters. Language you can switch, altitude, manually calibrate current altitude for better adjustment of heater. I am not in the mountain right now, so I can calibrate. Timer setting, you can add start time, end time, repeat, you can choose the days of the week, and save. So easy to adjust the timer. You can add another one. Swipe left to delete or disable. User help and feedback. And switch off the device. The device is shutting down. Do not power off. This process lasts for a few minutes. Another option to control this heater, it is from the wireless remote control. The on-off button, the speaker holes, temp sensor, the carbon monoxide sensor, the 5-volt input because you can charge it, I like that, and it's charging. And of course we have the buttons. On, press and hold the on-off button, we can see it turns on, maximum, from the lowest to highest. You can check the room temperature. Press and hold this button. Now you can go continuous mode and adjust again the temperature. So easy. Press and hold. Now you can go at manual mode. And you can switch Fahrenheit or Celsius. And here we can see the monoxide value. And of course we can switch it off. Press and hold. Off. And after a few minutes you can use the ventilation mode. And now it is off. So we can just press this button for 2 seconds and activate the ventilation mode. And adjust again, up and down. Or press and hold, deactivate. To be honest, I like more to use this heater from the app. But I like that you have 3 options: controller, wireless remote control, and from the app. Now I would like to start my test. I am in a 19 square meter room at a temperature of 90 degrees Celsius. Let's see how long it will take for this heater to increase the room temperature. The heater is operating at maximum level. Obviously, if you are outdoors in a colder environment, it will take longer to heat up the place. Of course, it depends on the square meters. So it takes about 30 minutes to increase the room temperature. I think that's a good time. Something you may worry about is the sound levels. For me, the indoor noise was perfectly acceptable. Having the heater on level 4 was like having the AC on. If you're increasing the heating level, it will slightly increase the sound levels. For outdoor sound levels, it was slightly louder, so I don't recommend having this indoors near where you sleep. All the sound measurements were taken 2 meters away from the heater. Bear in mind that the heater becomes louder the higher the level is increased. Thanks to its rapid temperature rise and low fuel consumption, it is extremely economical to run. Its self-contained design means there are no loose components or exposed fuel lines to worry about. It's a durable toolbox that combines safety and convenience. Simply connect it and you are ready to go. For anyone camping, working in a garage, or heating up a small off-grid space, this unit delivers solid, reliable warmth in a rugged, portable design. Efficient, portable, and built tough. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my next gear review or heater comparison. Thanks for watching, stay warm out there, and I'll see you in the next one.